Okay, this is my Epiphone SG, and I've done a couple of modifications to it because I found that it was very neck heavy. That the neck would just dive if you're trying to stand up playing it. When you were sitting down, that's okay, it's sitting on your lap and that's alright, but when you're standing up it's really unbalanced. And so what I did is I'd seen different things on YouTube and sort of Googled possible solutions to it, and one of the things was that people suggested was to take the strap button and put it up here or over here or something like that, and I took it off and taped it on there, and it didn't seem to make any difference. The neck was still really unbalanced. So what I did is I put some lead in the body cavity, tested it out first, sticking it on the back of the plastic plate that goes on the back of that, and it seemed to work. So what I did is I made up some moulds to the shape I wanted, and yeah, ended up trying to fill in the as much as I could the cavity, so you've still got plenty of room for the wiring and all that. But it's actually worked really well. There's about 1.5 pounds, or just over 1.5 pounds of lead in there. It seems like a lot, but these guitars are they're just so light that 1.5 pounds of lead doesn't really make the guitar heavy. You know, it's actually not even as heavy as my Strat still. Yeah, but it's actually worked really well to balance the guitar out a bit. Feels a lot better to play. Now the other thing I did was I replaced the buttons on the tuning keys with the metal ones. Were actually really heavy. Well, you know, heavy enough to affect the balance of the neck, and I replaced those with plastic perloid ones that I got off eBay for like $10, and I actually think they look pretty good. And it certainly makes a difference to how it feels, how heavy the neck feels and the headstock feels. The other thing I did, which isn't related to the weight of course, but I took a bit of the finish off the back of the neck, because the neck was high gloss like the body, and it was quite sticky and didn't feel very comfortable to play it. Not that I can shred or anything like that, but it just, you know, I'm used to having a neck that's a bit more satiny finish or a bit more matte finish. So anyway, I hope that this gives people some ideas of how to fix a problem they might have with their guitar being sort of unbalanced and whatever. Apart from that, it's it's a pretty good guitar, but that was something that really made it uncomfortable to play, so I kind of fixed that with the lead and the fixing up the headstock with the tuning pegs. So you know, the Grovers are still on there. It's just the buttons that which I'm really glad about actually, because the Grover ones are really good. So anyway, okay.